So frustrated is the word for today. I woke up early so that way I could get some editing done. I got a video almost about 3/4 edited and boom, the electricity goes out. I know I should always know better, but this time I forgot to save. So then the electricity comes back on, and so I get everything up and running again, and I'm searching the computer in hopes that there was some sort of backup saved, because it does an auto save every once in a while. And in the process of that, the electricity goes off again. So I get up and I'm frustrated and I'm hungry, and I decide I'm going to come in here and fix an egg. So I put the skillet on the burner, turn it on, get the butter out of the fridge, start to put it in the skillet, and I wonder why the skillet's not getting hot. Then I'm like, oh yeah, it's because the electricity's out. That's how this day's starting. So since everybody's hungry, we decided we'd go ahead and eat lunch, even though it's early. We're going to fix sandwiches.
I got soap in my hands to wash my hands, and there's no water. But I found this little bit of water in here that I'll probably use to wash my hands. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really thirsty for water now. Do we have Dad's 35-pack of water?
We might.
Over there.
Yeah, we do. He left it.
Okay, I'm not thirsty for water anymore. I think you should wash your hands with clean water. Was that not clean water? Maybe we should just go to bed and just wake up tomorrow.
Well, chores are done, the electricity's back on, and so everything's resumed as normal. The kids are busy getting dishes and house cleaning done. We've started some laundry and just our usual everyday stuff's going on now, so.
Yeah, we should have been doing this when the electricity was off.
Yeah, we could have been cleaning at least.
Yeah.
We couldn't have been doing dishes or laundry or anything, but. So now I'm going to get busy on catching up on the editing that I missed out on earlier and try to get that done. So today I thought I'd whip up some fire cider. This would be really good at curing colds and flus and stuff like that. Now I have no idea if it actually does cure them or not, but I did make some last year, and we all just loved it. It was just delicious. We do feel like it did keep us healthy because none of us really got sick. The worst we got was just the occasional sniffle here and there, and we really liked the way it made us feel and all of that. So I have 2 different recipes that I'm kind of combining together because each recipe has different ingredients that I wanted to use. Like for example, one recipe didn't call for any orange and the other recipe did, and I like to put orange in it. One recipe calls for fresh herbs and the other recipe calls for dried herbs, but that's basically the only difference between them. So first thing you do is you just chop all of your ingredients, which I have already done. That's the most time-consuming part. And then you just put them into a jar. So the first ingredient that it calls for is horseradish, and the recipe calls for a half a cup of peeled and diced or shredded fresh horseradish, and I cannot find any of that around here locally. So last time I made it, I used the stuff from the jar, and it worked out okay. It tasted great. Nothing, it didn't go bad or anything, so that's what I'm going to use again. And I'm just going to use a half a cup of this. But I would probably recommend, if you can find fresh, to use that instead. I'm going to try to get most of the juice out of it too. So next is a half a cup of fresh ginger, either diced or shredded. I kind of have a little bit more here than what it calls for, but I just wanted to use the whole piece of ginger I got. So next is a half a cup of chopped parsley. Next is 10 cloves of garlic chopped. Next is 2 tablespoons of chopped thyme and 2 tablespoons of chopped rosemary. Then it calls for 1 orange cut in half and then cut into little sections. And then a half a lemon. And a whole onion. 2 jalapeno peppers, sliced. Try not to touch them, I don't want to get it on my skin. One teaspoon of black peppercorns. And 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now the recipe does call for a tablespoon of turmeric, but I don't have it. I thought I did, so I'm going to get that tomorrow and then I'm going to add it to it later. So once you get all your ingredients added to the jar, then you add raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Okay, next you want to put a plastic lid on it, and if you use a metal one, then you want to put parchment paper or something between it so that way the vinegar doesn't corrode the lid. And then you just shake it up. So now basically all you have to do is put this into a dark cabinet somewhere and let it set for about a month. You need to get it out and shake it every day, or at least every time you remember, and that's basically it. After 30 days, you get it out and you filter it and then store it in the fridge. Then you can just take a couple teaspoons of it every day to build up your immune system. Now, as I said before, I made this stuff last year, and I couldn't help myself. After 3 or 4 days, I was so curious that I sampled it, and it was so delicious. I let everybody else sample it, and they thought it was delicious. And so every day we kept taking a little bit out of the jar and a little bit, and then by the end of the 30 days, we only had like less than half left. And so I filtered that and stuck it in the fridge, and it didn't last very long before it was gone. This stuff is just that good. So tonight for supper we are having fried minute steaks, baked potatoes, and green beans from the garden. I just had to show you how beautiful these green beans turned out. These are some of the ones that I preserved a while back, and I think they turned out really good. Well, Dylan made it here.
Yes, I did.
It's always nice when I have all the kids here under the same roof.
It's always nice to be here.
Yeah. We're getting ready to go eat supper now, and so I'll probably wrap up the video for today. Since I fixed frozen green beans from the garden, the question of the day is, do you prefer frozen green beans or canned green beans?
Canned, because I think the flavor stays in the can better.
I like frozen green beans because I just like the flavor of the frozen a lot better than the canned.
The homegrown kind. I don't care if they're canned or frozen, as long as they're homegrown.
Okay, so my answer would be probably, if it comes to the labor part of it, I'd prefer frozen. But flavor, I probably prefer canned. So comment down below and let us know which kind of green beans you like. We'll go for now and see you next video.
No, I guess.
Oh, if looks could kill on that one.